All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive here at Tips Moto.
That's right.
It's Friday, December 20th,
Yes.
and we're getting ready for a huge match
Absolutely.
of the Bundesliga.
Huge.
Bayern Munich going up against RB Leipzig at the Allianz Arena.
The big one.
It's going to be a good one.
Top of the table clash. This is what it's all about, isn't it? This is why we love the Bundesliga.
Yeah, Bayern Munich, of course,
Always there.
top of the table, trying to solidify their lead.
Yeah.
Leipzig right behind them in fourth place, really looking to climb
You're coming up.
the standings.
Yeah, they're going to be breathing down Bayern's neck if they get a result here.
Bayern, though, coming off of a bit of a surprise loss, 2-1 to Mainz.
Yeah, a little slip up there for Bayern. Even the best teams have a bad day at the office every now and again.
Of course.
But, raises questions.
It does.
About, their form coming into this one, maybe.
Yeah.
Were there any tactical issues that Masons exposed? Or was it just, as I say, an off day?
Yeah, their manager, Vincent Kompany, said, we weren't at our best today. This game is over. We'll use this defeat to light a fire under us over the next few days and prepare for Friday.
Yeah, he's sending a message there, isn't he? Wants to get a reaction from his players.
Yeah.
I mean, bringing in Kompany, that was a real statement of intent, wasn't it? From Bayern at the start of the season.
Oh, absolutely.
And, everyone expects them to bounce back, don't they?
Especially at home.
Especially at home. Allianz Arena.
At the Allianz Arena.
A fortress. They've won, 6 of their last 8 there in the Bundesliga? It's a tough place to go.
It is tough.
But RB Leipzig, they're not going to be pushovers, are they?
Oh, no, not at all. They're coming off a 2-1 win against Eintracht Frankfurt, so they're feeling good.
Yeah, they're coming in with some momentum, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit of momentum.
And their attack, especially, they've got goals in them.
But that away record, though.
Uh-oh, here we go.
A little shaky.
Yeah, a little bit patchy, isn't it? They had those 4 consecutive losses on the road before that recent one.
Before that recent win, yeah.
So a little bit unpredictable, aren't they, when they're away from home, which, as we always say at Tips Moto, makes it very interesting from a betting perspective.
It does. And you know what else is interesting from a betting perspective? The injury report.
Ooh, yeah, this is where it gets a little bit spicy.
A little spicy, yeah. Both teams dealing with some key injuries.
Yeah, and I think injuries, everyone talks about form.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about, home advantage and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But injuries, they're a game changer.
They really are.
And we here at Tips Moto, we factor that heavily into our predictions.
Absolutely.
It's not just about who's out, is it?
Mm.
It's how, those absences affect the team, the dynamics, the tactics, all of that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with Bayern Munich. They have a few players out, quite a few, especially on defense. Sacha Boey, Hiroki Ito, and Josip Stanisic.
Oof, yeah, not ideal, is it? Especially Stanisic, I think. I think he's been a key player for them.
Yeah.
In that back line, and losing him, that could force Kompany into a change of formation, defensively.
Mm.
And he's been very influential, I think, in their build-up play.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bayern may find it a little bit harder to control the game, control possession without him in the side.
Absolutely. And they're also missing Konrad Laimer in the midfield. And, of course, their star goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer.
Big loss.
Still out until January.
Yeah, he's a big miss, isn't he?
Which means that Daniel Peretz will likely be starting in goal.
Yeah, Peretz is, he's a decent keeper,
Mm-hmm.
but he's no Neuer, is he?
No, especially in a game like this.
Especially on this kind of stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big game experience. I think that's something that Leipzig might look to exploit, maybe put him under a bit of pressure early on, see how he reacts.
And also, get this, Harry Kane may start on the bench.
Oh, wow. Now this is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Is Kompany thinking about resting him? It's had a busy few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Or is there something else going on?
Yeah, it's a big call, isn't it? To potentially bench your main man, your talisman. But, it also shows that Kompany's got faith in the rest of that attack, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And for us at Tips Moto, this is all going into the mix.
Absolutely.
When we're making our predictions.
Now on to RB Leipzig. Their midfield also hurting a little bit. Amadou Haidara, Eljif Elmas, and Forzan Ouedraogo all out for this one.
Yeah, that weakens their midfield, doesn't it? Their ability to control that tempo of the game, maybe dictate things, that's going to be a bit tougher for them without those guys.
Yeah, and they're also missing some key defenders. Castello Luqueba.
Yeah, he's a big miss.
But good news for them. Their strikers, Benjamin Sesko and Lo Zapenda,
The danger man.
are fit and ready to go.
Oh, they are a nightmare for defenders.
They are.
Those two, I mean, they can finish. They've
Yeah,
got pace.
they've got everything.
Bayern are going to have to be right on it at the back to stop those two.
They are, yeah. And that's where it gets really interesting. Bayern's defense, a little bit weakened.
Yeah.
Leipzig's attack, though, really strong.
Absolutely.
But then their away form, a little shaky.
Yeah, this is a real clash of styles, isn't it?
It is.
You've got Bayern, at home, you expect them to dominate. They've got that attacking talent.
Yeah.
Leipzig on the break.
Yeah.
They are so dangerous.
Yeah.
With those two up front, it's, who can take advantage of the other team's weaknesses? That's the big question.
And we are going to give you the answer.
Here we go.
After the break. Well, not after the break, but after a word from us here at Tips Moto, we are going to give you the Tips Moto prediction.
All right. Stay tuned. All right. So we've had our supercomputer working overtime.
It has.
Crunching all the numbers, looking at all those factors we've been talking about.
Yeah.
And we here at Tips Moto are predicting a Bayern Munich win.
Okay.
2-1.
2-1, a close one.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not going to be easy for Bayern.
But they are the favorite.
We do make them slight favorites.
Okay.
And I think it comes down to, a couple of things. That home advantage, the Allianz Arena, it's a cauldron.
It is.
Those Bayern fans, they get behind their team.
Yeah.
And that can really swing things, especially in a tight game like we're predicting.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And also, Leipzig's away form, it's just not, it's not consistent enough to back them with any real confidence, even though they've got that attacking threat.
But you did mention that attack.
I did.
So do you give them a chance?
Yeah.
To pull off the upset?
I think you always have to, right? I mean, especially with a team like Leipzig, with Sesko and Openda up front, they can hurt anyone on their day.
Right.
And, Bayern's defense, it's not at full strength.
Yeah.
So I think there is definitely potential there for them to get a goal, maybe even two.
Right.
But I think ultimately, Bayern's quality and that home advantage will just see them through.
Okay. It is going to be, though, a really good game.
Oh, absolutely.
A really exciting one.
I mean, nail biter, right?
Mhm.
I think for our Tips Moto users, this is the kind of game you want to be on.
It is.
It's a real clash of styles, isn't it?
It is.
It's, attack versus, a little bit more kind of pragmatic, maybe counterattacking from Leipzig.
Right.
It's, a battle of attrition
Yeah.
with those injuries.
Mm-hmm.
A real test for both managers as well.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important to be prepared.
Absolutely.
To know what you're getting into, to look at all the factors.
Yeah, and that's where we come in, isn't it?
That is where you come in.
At Tips Moto, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We give you all that data, all those insights, so you can make the best possible decisions with your bets.
Let's dive a little bit deeper into those potential lineups.
All right.
Because there are some interesting choices
Oh, yeah.
that we can look at here.
Yeah, let's start with Bayern, shall we?
Yeah.
So in goal, as we said, it's probably going to be Peretz.
Right.
He's going to have to be at his best
He is.
to keep out that Leipzig attack.
Yeah.
In front of him, I think we're looking at a back four of Guerrero, Upamecano, Kim, and Davies.
Okay, so even with the injuries,
Yeah.
it's still a pretty solid back line.
Yeah, experienced players.
Right.
Who've been there, done that.
They've been there.
They know what it takes.
Midfield's where it gets interesting, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Kimmich and Pavlovic in there. So again, experience quality. But then in front of them, oh my goodness.
Right. Elise, Musiala, and Sané.
That is some attacking talent.
Yeah.
I mean, that shows you what company's thinking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He wants to go for it.
He does, yeah.
Even with a few players missing, he's not afraid to, to really go for the jugular.
Up top looks like Thomas Muller.
Ah, Mr. Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Never write him off. He always seems to deliver on the big occasion.
He does.
And, with Kane maybe on the bench, that gives company a little bit of, tactical flexibility later in the game, if they need a goal.
Absolutely.
Bring on the big man.
All right, let's switch over to RB Leipzig.
Okay.
What are we looking at for their starting 11?
So, Galachi in goal. I think we're probably going to see a back three of Seiwald, Orban, and Gertrude.
Okay, back three, a little more defensive.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, doesn't it? Given their away form,
Right.
They're going to be up against it. I think they'll probably sit back a little bit, try and soak up the pressure, and then hit Bayern on the counterattack.
Right.
Which they are very good at.
What about that midfield and attack?
Yeah. All right. So in midfield, I think we're looking at Henrichs, Baumgartner, Schlager, and Kompla.
Okay.
Busy midfield,
Yeah.
lots of energy in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to need to be disciplined, though.
Right.
Bayern's got so much quality in that midfield.
Absolutely.
And then out on the left, I think we're going to see Nusa providing that width, looking to get forward, put in some crosses.
Right.
And then at top, of course, the big guns.
Yeah.
Sesko and Openda.
Oh, they are so good.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, any team in the world would be happy to have those two.
Oh, absolutely.
Leading the line.
Yeah.
They are clinical finishers.
Mm-hmm.
If Bayern give them half a chance, they will punish them.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, Leipzig might be the underdogs, but don't write them off.
No.
They've got the firepower to cause an upset.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
That is what makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, one of the big things I'm looking for in this match is how Bayern's defense handles.
Oh, yeah.
Sesko and Openda.
That's going to be key.
They're so fast.
Yeah.
They can finish from anywhere.
Big test for that Bayern backline.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Even with a few players missing, I still think they're pretty solid.
Yeah.
But those two, they can cause problems for anyone.
They can.
And we're going to break that down in detail on Tips Moto, by the way.
Yeah.
Look at the stats, the head-to-head.
Mm-hmm.
See where those potential weaknesses are, how Leipzig can exploit them.
Yeah.
So make sure you check that out
Absolutely.
if you want to get the edge with your bets.
On the flip side, I'm also interested to see if Leipzig can contain Bayern's midfield. Tough ask, isn't it?
Because Elise, Musiala, and Same,
Oh, they're so creative.
they are so good, yeah.
They can unlock defenses with, one pass.
It's ridiculous. It really is.
So, yeah, Leipzig,
Yeah.
they're going to have to be on it.
In that midfield,
Absolutely.
if they want to, stop Bayern from controlling the game.
So it really is
Yeah.
a clash of styles.
Absolutely. It's Bayern, all
Yeah.
that attacking flair
Mm-hmm.
versus Leipzig,
Yeah.
who, they're a little bit more
Pragmatic.
pragmatic, yeah.
Maybe more on the counterattack.
Exactly. And the managers as well. You've got Vincent Kompany, one
Yeah.
of the, young, up-and-coming, exciting managers in world football,
Mm-hmm.
and Marco Rose at Leipzig.
Yeah, they both want to win this one.
Oh, absolutely. Bragging rights,
Mm.
And, Company's decision about Kane, I think that adds another
It does.
little bit of spice to it.
Yeah.
Is he trying to, play some mind games with Rose, or does he really believe that they can win without him? We'll be talking about that on Tips Moto.
Absolutely. We will be diving deep into that decision and all the other tactical nuances of this match.
All the key battles. Yeah.
Now, these two clubs, they met 18 times
Okay.
in the Bundesliga since Leipzig was promoted back in 2016 and Bayern
As you'd expect.
dominating.
They've had the upper hand, haven't they?
Yeah, 12 wins out of those 18.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
But as we always say, past results,
Yeah.
they don't guarantee anything.
No, they don't. Especially in football, anything can happen.
Especially in football, exactly. Leipzig, they're a team on the up.
Mhm.
They'll be looking to, to really make a statement here.
Yeah, I mean, their last meeting, though, was a draw.
Oh, yeah, that was a thriller.
3-3, back and forth,
Goals galore.
goals galore. So it's,
Yeah, so maybe this one,
not as straightforward as
it looks on paper.
Yeah, as it looks on paper.
Especially with those injuries.
Especially with the injuries.
It just throws another element in there, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
A bit of unpredictability.
Let's not forget about the atmosphere.
Oh, the Allianz Arena.
It's going to be electric.
Those Bayern fans, they know how to create an atmosphere.
They do, but Leipzig's fans travel well.
They do.
So it's going to be loud.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be intense.
It's going to be a cauldron. Yeah.
Yeah. And that, you talk about those fine margins.
Yeah.
That could be a factor.
It could really lift a team, or it could, get to them a little bit.
Yeah.
The pressure.
Pressure, yeah.
So that's definitely something we're going to be factoring in,
Absolutely. And one last thing.
Okay.
The weather.
Oh, yeah. Good point. It is December in Germany.
It is December, yeah.
So could be a bit chilly.
Yeah.
Might even see a bit of rain.
Maybe even some snow.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun. Not ideal for playing conditions, though.
No,
Right.
not for the the free flowing attacking football.
Yeah.
Might see a few more tackles flying in,
Yeah.
a bit more of a battle.
A real battle out there. So we've got a Bayern side looking to bounce back from that defeat.
Yep.
Leipzig.
Mm.
trying to climb the table. Key injuries for both sides. Passionate fans. Unpredictable weather.
What more could you want?
It's going to be a good one.
This is why we love the Bundesliga.
And we here at Tips Moto,
Absolutely.
we're going to be with you.
Yeah.
Every step of the way, giving you all of that pre-match analysis,
all those stats,
live updates,
insight,
post-match breakdown,
everything you need,
expert insights, exclusive betting tips, the best odds in Kenya.
All at Tips Moto.
Make sure you sign up.
Sign up today.
And follow us.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the social.
On social media.
We are everywhere.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram.
Find us.
We are there.
Yeah, join the community.
We'll be breaking down this match.
Yeah.
And many, many more.
Every single game, we've got you covered.
Because you don't want to miss it.
We're passionate about football here at Tips Moto.
Yeah.
And we love sharing that passion with our followers.
Absolutely.
So come and join us.
Let's win together.
Let's do it.
This has been The Deep Dive.
Another deep dive done.
Signing off until next time, happy betting.
Happy betting.